Everyone laughed at him until he became the reason they were inspired. In a small village, there lived a young man named Arman. Every morning, before the sun rose, he would walk down the dusty road, carrying a bag full of old books and dreams bigger than the sky. People in the village often mocked him. "Books won't feed your family," they said. "Dreams are for rich people, Arman," others laughed. "You should stop wasting time and do something practical." Arman smiled, but inside every word hurt like a wound. His father was a poor shoe repairman. His mother worked in other people's homes to earn a little extra money. Their small house leaked during the rainy season, and sometimes they had only one proper meal a day. Yet Arman had one belief that never changed. "One day my struggle will become my strength." Every night, while others slept, he studied under a broken streetlight near the market because their house had no steady electricity. Mosquitoes bit him. Rain sometimes forced him to hold an umbrella with one hand and write with the other. Still, he continued. There were nights when hunger made his hands shake. There were mornings when failure made his heart heavy. But he kept going, because he understood something most people never learn. Success is not about motivation, it is about discipline. One year, Arman sat for a competitive scholarship exam. He failed. The entire village talked about it. "See, we told you, hard work doesn't always win. Now stop dreaming." That night, Arman cried for the first time in years, not because he failed, but because for a moment he almost believed them. He looked at his father sleeping on the floor after working all day fixing old shoes, his mother's tired hands, and he made a silent promise: "I will not let this be our forever." The next morning he woke up before sunrise again, not because he felt inspired, but because he had decided. There is power in deciding. He studied harder than before. He learned from every mistake. He stopped explaining himself to people who only wanted to doubt him. Months passed. Then came another opportunity, an entrance exam for a government university. This time he prepared like his life depended on it, because it did. The exam day arrived. He wore his cleanest shirt, still old, still faded, but his confidence was new. When he entered the exam hall, he was nervous, but he remembered every painful night, every insult, every sacrifice, and he whispered to himself, "This is not pressure. This is proof that I refuse to quit." He wrote for 3 hours like a man fighting for his future. Then he waited. Days felt like years. Finally, the results were published. Arman's hands trembled as he searched the list, and there it was, his name, selected. For a moment, he could not breathe. The boy everyone laughed at had done it. He ran home. His mother cried. His father said nothing. He just held Arman's shoulder with tears in his eyes. Sometimes silence is the loudest form of pride. News spread through the village quickly. The same people who once mocked him now said, "We always knew he would succeed. He was always different." But Arman had learned an important lesson. People will doubt you when you are struggling. They will praise you when you succeed. Do not build your life on either. Build it on purpose. Years later, Arman became a respected officer. He returned to his village, not to show off, but to build a free library for children. At the opening ceremony, he stood in front of the same people who once laughed at him. He smiled and said, "I was never special. I was just unwilling to stop. If you keep walking, even slowly, you will eventually reach places people said were impossible." The crowd was silent. because truth doesn't need decoration. That day, a little boy came to him and asked him, "Brother, do you think someone like me can succeed too?" Arman knelt down and replied, "Especially someone like you. Because greatness is not born in comfort, it is built in struggle. Remember this, you don't need perfect conditions, you don't need everyone to believe in you. You only need one thing, the courage to continue. There will be days when nobody claps for you, days when progress feels invisible, days when quitting feels easier than trying again. On those days, remember Arman. Remember the broken streetlight. Remember the old books. Remember the boy who chose discipline over excuses. Your current situation is not your final destination. It is just the beginning. The world may ignore your efforts today, but if you stay consistent, if you stay focused, if you keep moving forward, one day your story will inspire someone else to keep going. And that is real success.